Hi, I'm Janet Harrington with the Mississippi Gulf Coast Convention and Visitors Bureau. Today is April 13th and we are in the beautiful seaside city of Pass Christian. Chipper McDermott, Mayor of the Pass, is here to tell us about the special places that we have here.
Well, one of the first we'd like to tell you about is the City Hall complex. Yes, it's 24,000 square foot, $6 million complex, compliments of the taxpayers of the United States. But one of the people we'd like to recommend to recognize is Dayton Robinson, who is a native and lifetime resident of Pass Christian. He bought 150 feet of property here, paid about $1.5 million, and was able to put this complex and make it what it is. So we're very thankful to him.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the other places we might see today?
Yes, we would like to show you about the Pass. Pass is a 300-year-old town with as much history as any town on the coast. As much as we suffered in hurricanes, she's still a good old dame.
And it is a beautiful place for visitors to come and see.
It is. This is Paula Lindsay. She owns Pass Christian Soap. She has a business here, retail business, and she's fixing to move the whole operation, the wholesale in Pass Christian in a very short time, and we're glad to have her here.
Hi. Like Chipper said, we're the Pass Christian Soap Company, and we're located on Davis Avenue in downtown Pass Christian. This is our 10th anniversary, and it's our first time to be relocated back in the Pass since Hurricane Katrina. We feature a whole line of handmade bath and body products that are sold all over the country at over 500 locations. We have handmade loofah soaps that are good for exfoliating. We sell fresh soaps by the slice. We also will ship for your customers nationwide or your friends. We have our famous lemongrass hand soap that's featured on Good Morning America, thanks to Miss Robin Roberts. Thank you, Robin. And we have fast-ending cupcakes. We have everything from reed oil diffusers, candles, anything that you would possibly need in a bath and body line. We are also, like Chipper had mentioned, we're going to open our factory in downtown Pass Christian, where we will be making all the products.
This is Marion. She has blue skies. They were here before the hurricane. Then after the hurricane, they were gone for a while, and they're back. And they're part of Pass Christian and Davis Avenue, and we're glad to have her.
Well, thank you.
Come on about the place.
Blue Skies was originally opened in '94, and we've been in business ever since, except for the Great Interruption. And we do custom framing. We carry original art by local artists. 95% of all the art in here is from artists of the Gulf Coast. That is one of our Fabergé eggs. It's done by Joyce King.
This is Danny Colleen. He's a former Commodore of Pass Christian Yacht Club, the birthplace of yachting in the South, 1849, and I'm going to even tell you about this beautiful establishment.
It is a nice place. It's the best place to get a view along the entire Mississippi Gulf Coast. We enjoy it here. We like it here, and that's why we keep rebuilding after hurricanes. So you got to paint all the way around.
And it's 26 feet above sea level and 30 feet in the ground and
40 in the ground.
40 in the ground.
All
Come
concrete.
outside, lady. Take a good picture of that. That's
Got
what
a beautiful view.
That's what I don't sail, but that's what I like to sail because it's open water right there. That's what we're going to do.
So now you see a little slice of Pass Christian. If you'd like to see more about this city and others along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, go to www.gulfcoast.org.
The flea market at Minge is your answer for incredible deals. Furniture, glassware, jewelry, clothing, pottery, local produce, toys, tools, plants, antiques, and more. Open 8 to 5 every Saturday and Sunday, rain or shine. The flea market is fun for the whole family. Enjoy our great selection of food and drinks while shopping for gifts or something for yourself. The flea market at Minge has something for everyone. The flea market at Minge, I-10 exit 24, Pass Christian, Mississippi, just 60 miles from New Orleans.
Hey, what's up guys? John coming at you from Pass Christian, Mississippi. I'm going to take you on a little place to eat today. It's a little yellow building right here. It's called Pirates Cove Restaurant. It's on 2nd Street in Pass Christian, between 2nd Street and the railroad tracks, as you can see. Specializing in po' boys, they have a unique way of pressing the po' boys together on some kind of press. I'll show you inside in a second. If you ever in Pass Christian, come check this place out. It's pretty good. Thank you. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Little video room, pretty cool. Yeah, we had a good meal. Good stuff at Pirates Cove. Hope this wind doesn't screw up my video. Beautiful day. Beautiful day in October. Beautiful October day in Pass Christian. They call it the Pass. Alright guys, so if you like my videos, click the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. I do restaurant reviews. I do a little bit of anything whenever I think something might be worthwhile. You know, straight down there's the beach. So I think this is Menge, M-E-N-G-E, Menge Street. So if you turn off from the beach, come inland some. It's only a couple blocks. It used to be on the beach, I believe, and it got destroyed with Katrina. They rebuilt. They get their French bread from New Orleans, they say. It's about 65 miles from here. So, alright guys, y'all have a good day. Bye-bye. Whew, oh man, I'm full. I had a chicken strip po' boy. They say the roast beef was pretty good, but I usually get the I don't like messy, so I don't usually get the roast beef from there. But I got the chicken strip po' boy. It's pretty good. And I got the corn nuggets also. Corn nuggets are good. So yeah. Alright guys, show you a little bit of Pass Christian. Nice, lazy, peaceful little town here. Pretty small. Driving on 2nd Street. We're headed east towards Long Beach. Long Beach is a little bit bigger town than the Pass.
Kelly Creeley is a realtor, associate broker that serves Pass Christian, Mississippi. Pass Christian, Mississippi is a peninsula located in Harrison County and was founded by the French in 1699. Pass Christian is the home of the second largest oyster reef cluster in the world. The Pass Christian Yacht Club had its origination in 1849 when it became birthplace to the second oldest water sporting club in the United States. By 1875, there were 22 passenger train stops in Pass Christian that brought passengers to and from both Mobile, Alabama and New Orleans, Louisiana. Because New Orleans is only 55 miles from Pass Christian became and still is a popular vacation destination for the most affluent New Orleanians. For the past 140 years, many affluent New Orleanians have constructed stately mansions and beautiful cottages by the beautiful Mississippi Gulf Coast beach in Pass Christian, which these wealthy New Orleanians have considered to be their playground. Pass Christian has the highest property values in Harrison County, and Pass Christian also has more million-dollar homes per capita than any other community in Mississippi. In 2014, the U.S. Census Bureau estimated that the Pass Christian 2013 population was 5,128. Pass Christian is a quiet, nearly crime-free residential community with very little commerce or industry. Although Pass Christian population is quite modest by big city standards, access to fine dining, the arts and culture scene, attractions and activities, close access to numerous large gaming casinos, frequent special events, outdoor recreation, scenic byways, and shopping are the reasons why Pass Christian is the envy of numerous cities in the United States that have a much greater population. All of the 2.5 miles of scenic drive, which runs parallel to the beautiful White 6 Mile Sand Beach on Highway 90, are within Pass Christian's historic district, which includes 330 acres and consists of 119 magnificent historic dwellings and buildings, which are rich in architectural significance. Let Kelly help you with your real estate investment in Pass Christian and guide you through the time-consuming process of looking for that special property.
Pass Christian, Mississippi. Pass Christian, Mississippi. A great place to visit. Pass Christian, Mississippi.
This list has been carefully curated by our team of industry experts. We aim to provide you with the most relevant information possible. So stay with us till the end to learn more about the best American restaurants. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let us know which is your favorite in the comments below. After hearing our experts list, we are curious to know your opinion. Did we list your favorite, or do you have any local insights? Stay up to date with our high-quality content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and...
My name is Chipper McDermott, and I'm the mayor of the city of Pass Christian. We're on Davis Avenue, which is the heart of Pass Christian.
I'm Adam Pace, the owner of 2 retail businesses in Pass Christian and the developer of Sazerac Square, home to 13 retail businesses. Pass Christian is a small, quaint town, and we are home to one of the largest harbors on the Mississippi Gulf Coast and one of the only working harbors to this day.
Since we're basically the only commercial harbor on the coast, half the people probably made their living at one time or another from the sea.
After Hurricane Katrina, we had pretty much complete devastation in Pass Christian.
So the town went from about 6,800 people to at one time maybe less than 900 living here.
We're a fishing village. That's what everybody's passion and some people's profession still is to this day. So we need to build the places that support the fishermen, that support our retailers, that support our restaurants. BP's had a large involvement with us becoming one of the newest Main Street communities in Mississippi. BP paid for our first year annual dues, a sum of $10,000, to become Pass Christian Main Street, a part of Mississippi Main Street. That has brought different teams of research and analysts to help move forward in different stages of design, economic development, research, and promoting this town.
Now, since the spill 2 years ago, BP's been in a lot of things. We're doing this harbor down here right now, which is a $33 million project, and they are picking up the tab for the dredging out there, which is $5 million to dredge about 400,000 cubic yards of sand.
It's helped build the economy. It's put people back to work.
we've probably got more businesses now than we had before.
It's kept spirits up to know that people are rebuilding and taking an interest in Pass Christian.
Well, it's a pretty town. It's a nice town. As you can see right here, the Gulf of Mexico right there. If you want a nice place to live, a nice place to come by, you can't find a better place than this.
So, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We would also love to see which is your favorite restaurant down.
Pass Christian, Mississippi. Pass Christian, Mississippi. A great place to visit. Pass Christian, Mississippi.
I'm Brian Nettles. I live in Pass Christian, Mississippi, on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And I'm a potter. I own Nettles Pottery here in Pass Christian, where I make pots and sell my work. The first time I touched clay, I knew from that moment on that's what I wanted to do the rest of my life. Clay and the environment is so related. It's all about is the environment here in the Mississippi coast. And when I work in cycles, much like what I see in nature. Right now my cycle is about 250 pots I'll make, glaze and fire. It takes about a month, and then I clean my studio and start over. So it's that constant rhythm that I find in nature. This one I call a hurricane bowl. Take wood ash from the fireplace and I make glaze, put on here, and it kind of creates texture, almost as if you're looking at water. This is a glaze I made representing the textures and patterns you might find on a sandboard. So I formulate all my glazes and try to get the colors that I see here on the Mississippi coast. My type of work and what I do, I have to be connected to nature to find my inspiration. In Mississippi here, we're just a thick, almost rainforest environment. And then the beauty of the islands out in the Gulf, they're pretty special places.
Another coast city is on the national map. In its spring issue, the magazine Coastal Living has put Pass Christian on the list of best places to live on the coast for 2023.
It's a big honor, but not surprising for those who make Pass Christian their home. Mike Lacey has the story.
For Jennifer and John Burden, the simple things make Pass Christian a hidden gem.
I like the pace of life, the people. It's definitely a slower pace than what I was used to prior to coming here.
It's got some pretty nice winter weather, and the view is hard to beat of the water. And it's just a lot of really friendly people and a nice community.
Their city is now on the list of best places to live on the coast for 2023 by Coastal Living magazine. It joins towns from all over the country, including California and Hawaii, and is the first Mississippi Gulf Coast community to be named to the list.
I was elated because, not too long ago, both Bay St. Louis and Ocean Springs won an award. And then this just came out of the blue, but it's an exciting thing for Pass Christian.
The effect of the national exposure is immeasurable.
Well, I think we're going to have more people coming here. And it'll be a great, because tourism is the #1 driver of economic development. And, we have a lot of areas that are still undeveloped after Katrina. And that's what we're trying to do. I refer to it as measured growth.
The magazine cited Pass Christian's natural and man-made beauty, as well as affordable real estate and outdoor amenities. And commercial opportunities here are not only full of character, but they also sustain life.
You can do business here without even leaving town 99% of the time. We had hardware stores, liquor stores, restaurants, clothing stores. I go days and days and days without ever leaving the city.
But the residents are the foundation.
These people are good people. They're kind, they're polite. They'll bend over backwards to help you.
In Pass Christian, Mike Lacey, WLOX News Now.
That is Sergeant Michael Lally patrol car.
Hi, Mom.
Brand new. How many miles you had on it, Mike?
Less than 9,000.
Less than 9,000 miles. Somebody else's lights are still going on theirs. Whoa, yeah, that is getting very deep.
Chief, my shit.
What'd you have in there? Anything?
My Mini 14,
oh my God, man.
Shotgun.
Okay, I am in Pass Christian, Mississippi, and it's an absolutely gorgeous day. I've been riding on a boardwalk for miles along this beautiful white sand beach, blue skies, almost no wind. I'm on my way to, I think the next town down is Gulfport and then Biloxi. But now this is what I'm talking about. Oh, baby.
The Highway 90 bridge as it crosses over Bay St. Louis. This is as far west as you can go in Pass Christian, Mississippi. This was like a second home to me when I was a young man. I brought my little Mavic Mini 2 with me, and I gotta tell you, I was pretty impressed with the quality and the range of this camera. This area is known as Henderson Point. There weren't any big buildings back then. It was just all wooded and kind of isolated. It was just a quiet place to go hang out. This is what it looked like in 2005 after Hurricane Katrina. I was glad to see when the pass rebuilt, they didn't overdevelop the waterfront. It still has its old school charm. I was actually able to find one of those traces of places tucked back up in the trees. Seems like folks along the Mississippi Gulf Coast are always having to clean up after one storm or another, but they do it willingly because of where they live. I was sure happy spending the better part of my young life down here. Right down the beach there you can see the Pass Christian Harbor. Since the wind was starting to pick up, I thought I'd better bring the drone in and hightail it down the beach while I could. I think one of the greatest features of this little Mavic Mini 2 is that I can fold it up and put it inside my saddlebag, controller and all. Time to head on down the beach to the Pass Christian Harbor before the wind gets up too high. Hurricane Katrina did a number on Pass Harbor too, scattering boats all over the countryside. Seems to me like there were a lot more boats back then. It was along this stretch of beach that there were numerous relief centers set up for all the volunteers that were working to clean up. I was proud to say I was one of those volunteers, because after all, Pass Christian was like a second home to me through most of my young life.
Well, on August 29th, 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit my town and the Mississippi Gulf Coast. It was a little more than just rising tide. It was about 34 feet of sea that absolutely almost annihilated our town. We had almost 2,500 homes in the town. 300 were livable the day after the hurricane. We lost every school, every church, and every public building. And from that day forward, we proceeded to, it took us a year just to get the debris out. Just to get debris out, 1.5 million cubic yards of debris in a 6 square mile area town. So over the previous 10 years up until now, we have been slowly coming back. Oh my God, they're not, right, 10 years right now it's normal, but what we've lost, we had the second largest collection of antebellum homes. That's gone, you can't ever get that back. Although they build houses back and we make them build historical looking, but like that. But we went from 6,800 people down. We got down to about 900 people living in trailers and stuff. You watch that stuff on TV in the Middle East, most people are like, why in the hell would you live there? And then this happens to you, and that home instinct is powerful. We had a hurricane 36 years before that what we thought was the worst. So they're resilient and they're tough. So the federal government did an outstanding job. I mean, they brought in everything we have down there is new infrastructure, new buildings and everything. We just don't have as much, and I don't know if or when we will ever have as many. We now have about 5,000 people, which from where we were is about 1,800 short. But every town's missing about 20% because of the restrictions that are built, the way you have to build now, and the insurance costs. It's just prohibitive. It's enormous because everybody is impacted by the sea, whether it's Atlantic or the Gulf of Mexico where we are. You've got a tremendous amount of states. You don't even really realize it until you get in here, from Maine all the way down to Florida, and then from Florida all the way over to Texas. So you covering a pretty good bit of the United States right there. So, and everybody's got the same problems but a little different. So it really has been unique and very informative. You're going to have people live around water no matter what you tell them. Now where we are, since everything was totally destroyed, we've had to build back to the new standards, which are just, they're totally different than we were before, so you can live with that. But something's got to be done so that the people can ensure their investment. That's got to happen, or we spent 10 years building back a whole coast down there in Mississippi and Louisiana that really would have been for naught if we don't keep the people in there. And they're going to water. Look, water sells. That's just a fact, no matter where it is. Everybody lives on water, and they know that when you live by the water, you can die by the water. But the problem is that you never expect something like Katrina. That is hopefully a 500-year storm, because it was just enormous. Hurricane Camille, I was 20 years old when that hit in 1969, and that was a 200-mile-an-hour wind, but was for 2 hours, and it did damage and was out of there. Well, this one was 135 miles an hour.
Well, hi folks, we are on our way to Mississippi's only Buc-ee's. Now, it's been open for a little while now, but we just hadn't had a chance to get over here, and it's been extremely busy for what we are hearing. But today doesn't look too bad. Pass Christian, Mississippi, Mississippi's first and currently only Buc-ee's. 75,000 square feet mega store, and if you haven't been to a Buc-ee's before and may not be familiar with it, they don't accept truck drivers. Truck drivers cannot come in here. It's not a truck stop, as they say. 100 gas pumps. I don't need much gas, but I might as well top it off while we're here. And if you have an electronic vehicle, 24 charging stations. This was a busy one, just trying to get across the parking lot. Proved to be a little bit like playing Frogger. But in real life, it is a beautiful day today. Blue skies, September the 2nd, Tuesday. And of course, the first thing we got to do is pay homage to the Golden Buc-ee God. Well, not quite. But for Buc-ee's in general, it's just the bigness of it. Obviously, the chain originated in Texas.
I see they're ready for Halloween. Oh, I didn't even notice the little Buc-ee with the hat. That's cute.